Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. When we last left off, we uncovered some obelisks, freed some more koalas and increased the size of our army. It's time to proceed and see what we can gather from this learning stone. A smooth stone on the face of this pillar begins to swirl as you approach. Looking into it, you are amazed to see answers to questions you have pondered for years. The stone suddenly goes still, but you realize you have learned much. Let's, we're still in the good boots. We got some more lizards here. Guarding a serpent shack, which is completely useless for hermit shack. But it's still completely useless for Henrietta, but, you know, congratulations lizards, you exist. I have no reason to kill you. Alright. But we have a mission objective that we've got from last time, not to bury the lead. If I go into my, puzzle map, my quest log, we have 300 days in order to get the spyglass from our enemy. And to do that, we're going to need to first acquire some artifacts in order to gain access to the restricted area where the spyglass is being kept. That'll do it for this turn, though. Oh, he's back in the water. Maybe it's just good to keep Wynona in the water to stop this man wandering about, but... well, it's a throng of enchanters. That's not going to get very far, is it? What's the quest guy wanting from us? Boots are good. Yep, boots are good. Yeah, green flag pass. Okay, so this is a way we can get home. And then, like, buy a fresh boat, I suppose. From our shipyard. No, we didn't even buy a fresh boat. We just used a boat. Do we have summon boat? No. Just visions. What about in the subterranean gate? Oh, that's this area. There's the Shield of Naval Glory. There you go. That's going to be one of the items needed to get through. And the one thing I like about this entrance is we dodge this ridiculous garrison. And there's Marshank. Terribly interesting. But hey, the girls can, like, shout at each other from across the water, I guess. Pillages are probably doable. The Black Border Guard is definitely not doable, or are the 20 to 49 Black Dragons. The Shield of Naval Glory. That's going to be something that we need. Just if someone vaguely humanoid be like, behold, I have the fork and shield. Oh, look at stables. This is certainly worth grabbing. Let's see if we can do it without taking a ton of losses, shall we? Wait, everyone! Who wants to get shot in the face first? You do! Congratulations. Morale? That's not allowed. You're not allowed to be happy. I'm the one who's meant to be happy. After all, I'm playing this excellent game. We could just slow them, of course. Behold! Now I'm happy, see? It worked! The happiness has been transferred, sucked from their marrow into my body. Have a grenade. There we go. And the koalas are probably actually powerful enough to start getting work done, which is nice. So that's good. Look at the stables increasing our movement. Look at me not using the movement boots. Basically negating the benefit. Behold! Lots of things to behold. Take an insignificant 500 experience. A horde of genies. A merry man dancing away, a leprechaun. There's some lava there. I mean, I guess we didn't have access to this area before directly. We only just sort of had the boat. And of course, Wynona's passive just gives us infinite vision. That being said, in this area are some koalas that are probably going to join us if we get through this quest guard. So it's worth us heading in this direction for those troops. So we're going to do that and go through the genies. Look at that, the genies are no more. And now we shall skip the happy man and get the gems. And we shall stand here and put the correct boots on. Boot micro, very difficult. So do we stay here or do we just say, you know what? Nice to have vision of this area, but we're heading back on our boat. I think that's probably the answer. The enchanters are a bit scary, to be honest. I mean, I do have Forgetfulness, but they're also like a throng of them. I guess we could have a go. Anything you want to build here? I mean, I guess I can. It's always a bit annoying, though, when you've got to then send things back home again to get upgraded. Well, we'll think about it. Blue's messing around. Let's see how we deal against these enchanters, shall we? The odds are overwhelming, but have you considered casting Forgetfulness? Well, they cast slow on us, but that's okay. Actually, it's not okay. Because they're just going to zoom across the entire world and then bap us. Yeah, like, it's not going to work. I guess we cast Forgetfulness and then move you here. This time you cast Haste on yourself instead of Slow on us, achieving the same result. Is there another future? If I cast Forgetfulness and then move you here. That's a future that we could potentially live with. They're still going to zoom across the map and kill all my engineers, though, unless I get in their face. Literally like so. And torch these enchanters in this direction, I guess. Like, is there a square they can't reach? No. Like, they can reach every square. I mean, it's nice to get those ones out of the way, I guess. They're just going to go straight for the engineers. No, I don't want you to kill all my engineers. I like my engineers. They're the definition of hot women. What about here? I mean, I guess. If I stab here, I can then torch both of them. So then that's nice, but I still have 3 hasted enchanter stacks that are about to go slapping my engineers silly. Look at that, they're now silly. I don't know if I can do this with this army composition. Let's try a different formation, however, and maybe that will be more successful. The battle save will do us well. What if we, for example, did something a little bit like this? A little bit different. No. Forgetfulness. And then we scattered acids all around the battlefield. Behold, you're on the other side of the battlefield rather than in my face. You could still reach the engineers, though. This is a problem. Because you will completely ignore... Well, maybe. That's an encouraging start. Slayer. Obviously I'm going to have to repair these. Which is part of the problem. I don't even have the damage to actually bring them down, but... Punch them! Alright, you need to retreat. Frostring. I mean, it'll get a few kills, but not much. Alright, we need to... I could heat strike you. I need to wait. I mean, then I can heat stroke you, but it's like, Still need to repair everyone. That's going to be a challenge. Maybe if I split the engineers? Actually, let's try retreating one more time. I think this battle is a bit difficult for Wynona's current strength, but perhaps there is a method. A madness. If I lure all the enchanters to the south, and then have the dreadnoughts do all of the tanking, maybe that's the key. So if I move here, defend. If they just literally... Yeah, so that's the problem. I need to have a split of damage. Okay. Load the battle save. Combine, move, split. And it's probably, to be honest, more of a... something like this. Forgetfulness. And then you run down here. And now you cast Bless, which is completely fine by me. You may cast Bless to your heart's content, gentlemen, considering it doesn't do anything to your damage. Thank you. I have manipulated the game into doing exactly what I wanted. Well, all I had to do is split my engineers weirdly. I will still march forward though, because I actually want them to dogpile up on the dreadnoughts. Mind you, I could sort of duck forward with this one. Who's this? I'm just gonna wait. So now I could just cast Slayer. Wait. I could stand, like, I don't know, here. It's not quite close enough, but... Bzzz. So here I want to duck in and duck out. Wait. If I heat stroke here, does it kill everything? No, it doesn't. Good. Alright. So now I shall cast Haste. And just repair you up. Excellent! We have defeated... Well, we lost the acids, but that's okay. Acceptable losses! The Swarm of Sprites is honestly about as scary as the Enchanters. Yep. Alright, fortunately we outspeed them with our automatons here, otherwise that would have been silly. Even now they're trying to outpace us with their silly butterfly wings. Who do they think they are? There we go. Problem solved. Let us move on. We have gems, we have gold, we have an enchanter's hollow. We have another, well, ruins, but the ruins are being guarded by a legion of power liches. Something that poor Wynona here is not going to be so capable against. It is unfortunate, but it is time to depart into a different place. Considering it's going to take a turn or two, we might as well grab the gems and then leave. Well, oh well. I suppose we can also check the Seer's Hut on the way. As for our good friend Henrietta, oh yes, she's going to move in this direction. Gathering this mercury and examining the quest card. The Queen wants Asherak to be taught a lesson because they insulted her, calling her a fat old hag. Big if true. But until this is done, she has closed the borders. So these quaddles are not going to be mine quite so easily. We do have these serpent flies. And various dungeon-y things. There's also this garrison of 1,000,000 Chaos Hydras. That should be amusing. I guess we could just cast visions, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just going to take a lot of ammunition. We don't have ammunition cart, but we do have, like, 24 grenades and 24 rifle rounds. Theoretically possible. There's also just the, 100 or so Chaos Hydras. Just a small detail. Might as well get the money. And it is a fair point that a stronghold army is probably going to be needed just to enhance our strength. It's time to dismiss the random beholders and the harpies and everything else. And we'll grab a single serpent fly. You can now go. We'll also, I guess, dismiss the griffins, I guess. I suppose the pikemen aren't doing much for us. So now we can at least hire these. We can now upgrade the 2 dragonflies. So you can now start actually exploring, getting things done. Like, we've got millions of lizardmen and everything else that we could rally. So, okay, let's end turn. Blue is sailing about. What's over here, Wynona? A few months ago, my mage friends and I came from the continent to study these islands. Rumour has it that there are magical orbs here, capable of amplifying water magic spells. These orbs were created by the civilization that ruled over these islands before the lizardmen even settled here. Our search has been fruitless so far, but I'm sure they're here. Bring me one of these orbs and I will trade for it for a scroll of the clone spell. A scroll of clone? Could be potentially useful. I mean, Wynona, of course, has the ability to cast Expert Clone if she knew the spell. And I believe we may have seen the Orb of Driving Rain around somewhere. There it is. Not so impossible. That being said, like, are people really that excited to be buffing Frost Ring? Like, that's the strongest water spell. Like, if the game was ever to add more damage spells, I'd be like, you know, just add Blizzard, right? Like, level 4, hits all the enemies, reduces their speed by 2, does X amount of damage. Something like that. But hey. There's a shrine down here. Could learn a spell. Some magical melody. Serpent flies, flotsam, jetsam. Don't know about that one. These. I'm really concerned about my grenadiers, though. I guess we could just give it a save. Yeah, I'm right to be concerned. Yeah. The correct answer is to say, no, I'm not going to pursue them, actually. No. I'm quite happy to say no. What about these wyvern monarchs? They might be mildly more eager to fight, but less threatening. Ah, yes, of course, you're actually doing something. Shocking. But a bit of marshalling of the forces I don't think is going to hurt us if we're on a time limit. Because, you know, we basically have a year to win the map, right? So, and it's not like the map's going to just have no enemies to fight in the meantime. There's going to be random pink pirates, the worst kind of pirate, as you know. Flotsam and jetsam yields nothing of interest. First level spell. I don't think there's many first level spells we could learn, but I guess we can give it a go. I think we can handle dragonflies. Fine. Well, we got some experience. Cure. I guess we got a level up out of it. We could make landfall and harass these piratey people. But Thelos here is somewhat challenging. The main threat there are the ranged units, which we can negate using Forgetfulness. That's, of course, if he's not just going to be like, oh, behold, my pendant of second sight. What about you? Are we going to put up a fight? These guys at least are eating some nice clovers. There we go. That was easy. Gold. This seems like an important garrison, but probably significantly out of my reach at this time. Of course, the glacial lizardmen are going to not make us get quickly through here, but at least it's not on an important hero. I'll have a go. I'm not optimistic. I am not optimistic. Could be like the most epic chain attack with the Orgoi Korkoi, I suppose. Slow. Ammunition's my main concern. Like, it's almost to the point I have to be like, well, I better not take these long-range shots because I'm actually not going to have the ammo. I don't really think I can kite at the moment either. This just looks like I'm being awfully ambitious for my small army. Very ambitious indeed. If I had force field it'd be different, but, you know. I do not have everything as it turns out. Even with the epic Dragon Slayer halflings, which are doing excellent to their credit, but, you know. Even with that, it's not going to be happening, is it? Let's not waste any time with this fool's errand. There are other objectives in view. That being the case, actually wearing the right boots for this sort of terrain, which is mildly perturbing. Let's proceed. There's areas along here and up here that are of interest, also down here. We just generally want to explore all of these catacombs, don't we? Boot swap. Yeah, just continue to sail around. So, yeah, you're Kashek there. Who's up here? Yeah, okay, you sailed out of my view. Fair enough. Oh, we got Steed here. Steed seems to have an army that's basically equivalent to Thelius. It's like a half cove, half castle army. Actually, hang on a second. It just dawned on me. If we're here to get the Trident of Dominion and the Shield of Naval Glory to gain access to this hatchery, we're going to need to gain access to this Black Keymaster's tent. That's the objective now. That's the next step. Very interesting indeed. Why don't you sail to here, Wynona? And cast visions. That is a decent army, but theoretically could be conquered if I need to. Well, we'll go around for now, because there's just a quest guard there anyway, but it's a potential place to go. Let's swap boots. And attack the Trogs. Defeat the Trogs. There we go. We might even get a nice abandoned mine going. Let's go grab some more lizardmen. Excellent. Got over 2,000 gold a day now. That's pretty impressive. Now the whites wanting to cause a problem. That was a bit of a problem, I guess. We can torch you this way. There we go. It's Suppose I have to cast a spell. I'm running out of mana. I mean, don't mind getting the free money, don't get me wrong, but, you know. If these coatls are free, that's actually a good pickup. I should check. I realistically should check. There's also a vial of mana here. It's probably worth scoffing that at this point. Let's quaff that. Excellent. And we'll save. We'll have a go. I'm just curious as if this is actually a relevant quest card or not. A gold mine. Excellent. We might as well defeat the beholders. Learning much from the learning stone. Crystals. Gold. Oh, there's another quest gate. I am an agent for an emperor of a distant land. Recently his armies have fallen on hard times. If you could bring 7 fire elementals and 7 energy elementals to me, I would pay you handsomely. This man wants the energy, apparently. What's this quest gate? Up ahead you can see a gate built of peculiar-looking stone leading up to a small underground gallery. Your lizardman guide warns you this passage was once cursed, and to use it would mean certain suicide. This guide also says that amber can protect you from this curse. A few pieces would suffice. Amber should allow you to make it through the passageway, but upon absorbing the curse, the stones will disappear. Would you like to pass? I guess we'll save first. There's also an altar of fire here, so I guess that's how you do that. I probably have to pay that every time to get through. We can easily clear this. I say easily in order combat loses troops, of course, but... There we go. Easily. Oh, Henrietta's maxed out. Guess we're gathering these for gold. Now they're all the way up here, apparently. Who knows where we're going? More lizardmen. Excellent. Back home for you. Let's see what these quest cards have to offer us, shall we? This gate can only be opened with a very special key. Bring back the Stoic Watchman and you'll be able to pass. More coatls, but the Stoic Watchman's what's required. Everyone's after the Eagle Eye artifacts, like they're just so coveted in this world, apparently. Maybe it's because the developers know they're rubbish, and that's why they're used as keys. I'll leave that up to you to think about. As for now, I'm going to call it a video. Thank you for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.